As you can see, I dressed up as an old person today. I try to do my best. I do own clothes, so please don't laugh.
That's a good old person shirt.
Thank you. Guys, thank you for being here. Do you guys have any real life contentious relationships with your real life grandparents at all?
I always say no. I think it's really nice to just have. I'm lucky enough to have all four grandparents, and I have good relationship with all of them, and I love them dearly.
Yeah. Unfortunately, both pairs of my grandparents have passed already, but I had such amazing relationships with them. I feel the norm is the bond between grandparent and grandchild is very, very strong. I don't think typically wars break out, but sometimes they do.
As I watched the movie, and this is one of the few times that you've had to play a straight man with De Niro continually tagging jokes on you. How did that feel coming from one of the most toughest guys in film?
Awesome, amazing, surreal, I would say. When you find yourself in a scene with Uma Thurman and Robert De Niro, you kind of have to shake your head. Holy cow, this is happening. No, it was great. Everybody in that cast is such a professional. They know what they're doing. They've been doing it for so long. They do it so well that it was just an honor to be around them.
Cheech, you had great Matt game in the movie, very flirtatious. I know you're married now, but do you think that you still have that type of game in real life at that age?
Not that anybody can prove in court.
Perfect. How was your real life dating versus that movie dating?
Pretty close. I think I'm probably a little more gregarious and a little more competent in real life. Pretty close.
Speaking of intimidation, Laura mentioned earlier, what was it like having to try to intimidate De Niro?
I don't think it's possible to intimidate De Niro, but I think Mr. De Niro was definitely, intimidating at the beginning. But I think immediately I realized it was a smooth set, and it was a smooth filming process as well. I think our director Tim really made sure everything flowed and worked seamlessly, and so that was nice. And working with Mr. De Niro or Bob, it was awesome. Yeah, it was great. He's such a nice and obviously legendary actor. It was just incredible.
And Jane, this is going to sound like I'm hitting on you, but you were miscast in your role. You were way too young to play that type of character, and I just need you to know that.
Well, that's very kind of you to say that, but I do hit 70 next February.
Oh, well, congratulations.
So, I've got my ARP card.
If this movie was written differently, and if you had a contentious relationship still with De Niro's father-in-law character, what would you do and say? And keep in mind, you can use me. I'm going to be the old man template for you. I got a cardigan right here. So you just scream at me like I'm De Niro, and you tell me what you're really feeling. But you're Rob Riggle. De Niro was the leader of the group. Walken, he provided the money. Jane, you had the face, and Cheech, I assume you were the muscle. If I were to be inserted into that group, knowing nothing about me, what role could I play within that group of elderly people?
Ooh, what role could you play?
I think it's stylist.
Stylist. Oh, that would be good. Golf buddy.
Oh, yes.
Because we need a fourth for golf.
That's true.
That makes so much sense. You don't want to get that random guy that's hanging out in the club with no friends.
No. Can you play?
I got some clubs over here in the corner. They got some use a couple of weeks ago, but I'm not very good. I always break 100.
None of us are very good.
Jane, can you play? Will you join us? Make it.
I do. I'm more of a golf enthusiast. I told Cheech that I tend not to hit other people, mostly the ball, and it usually goes straight, but not necessarily very far. But yes, I'm the little engine that does.
Well, as soon as this air clears up in LA, we're gonna go out there. We're gonna hit,
yeah.
hit the 9 everything, 9 irons and all that stuff.
Yeah, I would probably say, hey, old timer, take a look at this house. Who pays for this house? This guy does right here. So I'll tell you what we're going to do, just so you get reminded. Why don't you sleep in your car tonight? And then we'll check back in the morning. And if you still want to call me Archie instead of my name, well, you can sleep in your car again, because this is my house. Boom.
You know what? You got him. That was perfect, Rob. I can't believe that you said that to, you know what? You know who's going to be sleeping outside tonight? It's going to be you, because you were mean to your wife's dad when he got hurt. He had his wife is dead. You know, you lost it.
Yeah, it's a high wire act, you know, because you can't put him in the street necessarily, but you also gotta know where to draw the line.
How was shooting the trampoline scene for the both of you? That was a very fun thing to do, and it looked like you guys had a good time over there.
I had never played or even known that dodgeball, or let alone trampoline dodgeball, existed. So when we first went out there, I'd never seen any place like that. And I went, we are what? We're what? I mean, are you crazy? And then I looked at my compatriots and who were a little bit older than me, and I knew I had some ailments, and everyone was saying, no, we're fit, we're fine, we're good. Like, I don't think so. Someone's going to end up on a stretcher.
My attitude, I was just fraught with terror, you know, because I thought I was going to die in that room. You know, is this the last thing I'm going to see? You know, the bouncy house, trampoline play. But we made it.
Unfortunately, it was mentioned in the movie that you said the line, Oakes, who cares about math? This is real life. And then Laura, you had a boy over when you weren't supposed to. I do have messages from Uma and Rob and your real parents. You guys are grounded for 6 months. So you can't do anything.
What?
Can we just say how unfair that Mia, my character, gets the same amount of in trouble as Peter, who did all these pranks? I just feel, let's talk about that.
That's exactly what I was thinking. She's
Unfair.
a growing woman. She should have been able to
Yes.
do what she wanted to do.
Thank you, Chad.
Oakes, you were 12, so it's you had to get the punishment.
Come on.
For the birthday party scene, I know that the cake was ruined, but did anyone get any cake that day?
I don't remember getting any cake.
I didn't get no.
Handing you a flask.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we were a little bit more interested in that, I think, than the cake.
What was in that flask?
I can't tell. I can tell, but I can't tell you.
Well, I appreciate it. Rob, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. Well, thank you so much, guys. It's all my time. I appreciate everything.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you guys so much for your time. I appreciate it. Be safe.
Thank
Thank you very much. See you on the course.